Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
And thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. A look at our Dakota Magic Casino Skycam shows things are fairly quiet. A little bit of a breeze there on the flags there, and even a little bit of fog there near that light. And that's going to be changing here. We're going to start to see some snow flurries, especially starting in our southern neighborhoods come the early morning hours tomorrow. We can see that cloud cover already moving up to near the North Dakota border, near the Dakota Magic Casino there. And you can see that moisture pushing its way northward. So temperatures will rise through the night as the southerly winds with the system do work their way in. And along with that moisture, of course, comes all that wintry precipitation right now moving right near the I-90 corridor just outside of Sioux Falls. And we're seeing already some of that pink there on the map. That's frozen rain. So we're seeing some of that already showing up on the radar. For tomorrow, I do expect temperatures to start in the 20s, so quite a bit warmer than where they are now. We do warm to the upper 20s, maybe lower 30s in the warmer spots. And so where there are areas in those lower 30s, like our southeastern neighborhoods, that's where we're more likely to see that freezing rain mixed in with the snow. But for those cooler spots toward the north and west, anything falling from those clouds will be snow, as it is cold enough to keep that as frozen precipitation. Winter storm warning goes until Monday morning for pretty much everybody. The few places that have a winter weather advisory are Benson, Cavalier, Ramsey, and Walsh counties. This is still looking for some impacts from this winter storm, but not as many. And Towner County, notice, is excluded from that advisory, so not any impacts expected in Towner County from the system. And you'll see most of that will be focused, of course, in the Fargo and areas south with this system. So tomorrow morning, you see some of that pink there. That's that frozen rain. And so Lakes Country could see that frozen rain first and could put a glaze of ice down on those roadways and sidewalks before any of the snow even starts. So it could be slippery, especially in Lakes Country come tomorrow morning. As we go through the evening, the snow spreads northward and does intensify as we go through the day on Saturday as it spreads from south to north. Sunday morning, we're going to see those bands of heavier snowfall and those gusty winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour at times across the area here. And that's what we're worried about, of reducing those visibilities, causing the blowing snow on some roadways, and really making for a mess with some snow drifts as well. Sunday evening, the snow continues, the wind continues Sunday night, even into Monday morning. But as we go through the afternoon hours on Monday, it looks like the system finally does clear off toward the north and east. And once Monday comes around, that's when those folks down there in Minneapolis will start to see their fair share of the snow from this system. So if you're traveling to or from Minneapolis on Monday, they'll have to deal with some snow showers in the metropolitan area. Tuesday, though, things will clear out nicely as we head toward the last few days here of this decade. Snow potential. This is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Most of us in Minnesota in the 6 to 12 inch range. Notice, folks north, I'm expecting 4 to 8 inches up there. It's far enough away from the center of the system, and even farther toward the northwest where there's no advisory, no warning, nothing, no snow at all, to maybe 3 inches there from Devil's Lake to the northwest. However, along I-29 and points west, expecting 12 to 18 inches, especially along 94 and south. So that's the Lisbon area, Ellendale, Hankinson, most likely to be in that 12 to 18 inch range. And there will be, south of the North Dakota border, an isolated 18 inches or more for those folks in that part of the country. So definitely going to be a shovelable one, even a snowblowerable one, by the time we go through the day on Monday. This is the European snowfall potential. We like to look at both of these back to back and see where the similarities are and the differences are. The similarities are most of Minnesota also in 6 to 12. This has a bit more snowfall up through the Thief River Falls and Fosston areas, including Baudette. It also has more snow for our friends in Roseau. This has Roseau in that 6 inch range, but this again has the 12 to 18 inch range along 29 and west, and then the heaviest snow, isolated 18 inches plus, south of the 94 corridor near the South Dakota and North Dakota line. So especially for those folks in the Lisbon, Ellendale, Hankinson, Sisseton areas, need to be ready for 12 to 18 or even 18 plus inches when everything is said and done come Monday. So the impacts we're expecting, of course, are going to be the freezing rain first, which will cause slippery roadways before the snow even starts, but then 8 to 14 inches for most of us on top of any ice that may accumulate. Those pockets of 1 to 2 feet will mainly be southwest in our South Dakota neighborhoods, but folks northwest in Rolla, Candu, nothing at all to maybe 3 inches. So blizzard-like conditions are expected, and with that, travel will be difficult, if not impossible, and there will likely be some road closures as we go through the day, especially on Sunday of this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday I've highlighted in red as high-impact weather days. Monday, snow gradually ends through the day before high pressure and cooler air moves in for next week. To ring in the new year, things look pretty good with some sunshine on Wednesday and temperatures in the mid-20s.
It'll take a few people, well, it's like some folks a long time to
Yes.
few days to shovel
If you're
out.
like me without a snowblower, you may be going for a little bit, but yes, snowblowers better get them gassed up and ready to go.
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.